All right, important segment here, everybody. Summer break will be over before you know it. Sorry, kids. And parents, that means you'll want to be sure the kids are healthy and ready for the next school year.
I know, we're already thinking ahead, especially if your child plays in sports and needs a physical exam. Those appointments can fill up fast, of course. Pediatric nurse practitioner Anna Dick is joining us from McLean Children's Medical Center. Hi, Anna. Well, first, we want to ask, can you explain why are back-to-school exams important?
Absolutely. So we really believe that preventative medicine is the best kind of medicine that we can offer your child. So one of the ways and the best ways that we do that is through our Well Child Check or annual exams. So those are an opportunity for you to talk with your pediatrician and your provider and address any specific concerns, but also get a general idea of how your child is growing, how they're developing, and make sure they're on track to hit all of those important milestones.
Okay, Anna, now that we've signed up, what will my provider look for and then speak to my child about at these back-to-school exams?
That's a great question. So it really depends on what age your child is. Our younger kids, our infants, our toddlers, we really focus a lot on those developmental milestones, look at their growth, how are they doing, are they thriving, are they hitting all of those milestones. As we get older, it changes a little bit. And so our school-age kids and our older kids, we talk a lot about not only their growth and their development, but their safety. Safety when they're in pools, safety when they're riding their bikes, they're outside playing. And as we get into the older teen years, making sure that they are safe with their friends at school, addressing any questions about use of social media, things like that. And of course, it's always an opportunity to make sure that your child is up to date with their vaccines and protected against all those diseases.
If you have 4 kids like me, I try to take them all at once, which can be a little chaotic. Some of them play sports and some don't. So are these well checks different from an actual sports physical?
So we absolutely can do a sports physical and an annual exam together. There's lots of overlap, but specifically for sports physicals in our older kids, we want to focus a lot more attention on if they're going to be safe doing those activities. So that includes a really thorough family history, listening to their heart really well, doing strengths tests and things like that to make sure that they're capable of doing their sport, as well as they're going to be safe in those activities. So absolutely we can do them together, but sports physicals is a little bit different than an annual exam.
All right, there you go, Lindsay, a 2-for-1. Now, we're only mid-June right now, so is it too soon to schedule this appointment, or does the early bird get the worm here? Absolutely never too early to schedule your annual exam. So this should happen every year for your child. We usually recommend right around their birthday, but any time is perfect. And our clinics are working so hard right now to get your children in so that we can make sure that they're ready for their school year as well as ready for those sports that they're going to play. We are offering still some very specific clinics just for sports physicals. So if your child is up to date on their annual exam, but you do need that sports physical taken care of, then we still have 3 opportunities for you to do that in the next upcoming months.
All right, Anna, thank you so much. A lot of great information and reminders for us parents not to procrastinate on any of this. Now, a quick recap of those dates. There's one event in Temple. That's the morning of July 8th at the McLean Children's Specialty Clinic. There's 2 events in Killeen at the McLean Children's Clinic, one on Saturday morning and then another July 15th.